What's up, boys and girls? Day 49. Scary story. Day 49 of 50. We're almost to the end. I can see it. I know it'll happen. It's going to be finished. Sorry it took so long to get this whole series finished. I intended it to be 10 weeks, but life gets in the way sometimes and you got to take care of your family. But yeah, 49, scary story. Originally, I was going to do one of the scariest stories my dad told me when I was a kid, but it'd be too hard to capture in one image. So I just did I guess it's kind of cliche. It probably did happen to someone in real life, but I just trying to make something like, if you look close, it's a little creepy, like ooh, yeah, we got like, I'm drawing two of the boys hanging out, maybe they're like camping in the middle of the woods, and you gotta take a photo. You gotta take a photo of the boys, and looks like someone's hand is on the guy with the glasses fellow. That's definitely not his friends. Oh, creepy. I would honestly be creeped out. This was in spirit of back in the 2000s, where you either had a digital camera, which probably you didn't, or you had a Polaroid, or you had a disposable film camera that you had to get the film developed. So you had to pay a pretty penny for a digital camera back in the early 2000s, and that was not cheap. So a lot of people just had disposable cameras. But yeah, you wouldn't know how it turned out. You'd have to get it developed. Take about an hour. Might be like $5, $10. Make sure you take all the photos so you get your money's worth. And yeah, you see a creepy photo on your camping trip, like these two lads here, just kicking it in the woods, and then some ominous hand on your right shoulder that you didn't even notice is just there, dog. Like, I'm getting goosebumps, honestly, just telling this, because I think that idea is pretty creepy. Yeah, especially if like you acknowledge the hand there, and then your friend's like, "Dude, my hands are right here," and you see like, oh, you see the hand, and then your friend's hand clearly not on your shoulder. That was a really good scare. That's a pretty good scare. There's another scare like that in Fatal Frame 2, Twin Butterflies. I think that one's getting remaked. I might have to pick it up, because I do love the Fatal Frame series. And Fatal Frame 2 is a banger. And in the middle intro, they go to the creepy abandoned Shinto mansion temple, and the two twins, you can tell like they ease each other through either like a side hug or a hand on the shoulder. So that's introduced. And then right before they get to the creepy cave, you see the main girl, Mayu. I think Mayu. Yeah, Mayu is the one you play. And the twin puts her hand, it's just a shot of her like a side of you, and she puts her hand on her shoulder. Mayu's kind of like scared, and she notices a hand. It's like, oh, my sister, she's comforting me. And then you see the twin sister Mio walk forward right as the hand was on her shoulder, clearly not comforting her sister, and then the hand just pulls away. Ooh, creepy scare. Great scare, by the way. Ugh, I'm getting goosebumps just telling about it. But this was inspired by that whole idea of having things developed, and the idea of photos capturing a sixth sense that we can't perceive, which may or may not be true. I'm not quite sure. I'm a believer, but I try to stay skeptical and realistic. But anyway, yeah. There's another time my siblings went to a church camp, and all the church youth, this is like, I think it was like they took a bus all the way to like a couple states away. It was kind of crazy now that I think of it. I don't think that would happen today. I wouldn't send my kids in a camp by themselves with a bunch of adults I don't know for a week. But a different time back then. And then, they always do a photo shoot, a group photo shoot. And all the youth were telling my brothers and my sister, they're like, hey, last year we took our group photo, and then we saw, because the photos were still being developed because they had disposable film. After it was developed, they saw like this ghastly hand, like ghastly two hands, and this big group of like 30, 50 people at a church youth event. And you see these big hands, just smoky on both ends, just like kind of like pulling them in. And that scared me. They told me that when they came back from their youth camp. And I'm like, I'm not going there. Hell no, I'm not going there. if that's a possibility for a ghost to be captured by next to me in a photo, son, I'm out. I'm good. Forget that. So yeah, that's like the idea. Like these two boys are camping with their family and friends. And, oh, creepy hand. And they don't get home. They only notice when they get home because they still gotta get the photo developed and all that. Yeah. Let me know if that actually happened to you. I think it would happen to someone. I think that would happen. I think that has happened, but it hasn't happened to me. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully that doesn't change either. Ugh, yeah. What an uncanny photo, like there's just two boys hanging out, best friends or cousins, and then boom, hand. Ooh, I'd be shitting bricks. Anyway, that's it. Day 49, done and dusted. You guys have a lovely day. Goodbye.